I mean, 36 gigs, right? Like that's not a small update. Like
that's bigger than a lot of games, like normal games. Like
it's crazy. And then in that though, like we have so much lore information that we've learned from data mine stuff. We know about all these exotics that we're gonna be getting, which I'll spoil some of them with spoiler tags and stuff, but not a lot of, like, I don't want to spoil the boss of the raid, for instance.
Oh, you already know who that is?
Yeah, because fucking people on Reddit can't use Reddit or freaking spoiler tags. Yeah, but
well, that's
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but these things happen when you add the PC platform to the game. You can get into all the files, but we know that the light level. What's up, everyone? Welcome. We learned that the light level for the raid, it looks like it's 550, and you can't even enter it unless you're above 520. So we have a spot to shoot for. We know what we're going for in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that's only like 100 levels.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it's depending on what the base level is of things dropping, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
And then we still don't know what the soft cap is. We don't know what the hard cap is. It's crazy. And then in addition to that, so we have all this information. The Drifter has turned into the most interesting character in the history of Destiny by these leaked things. I really want to do a video on him, but there's just so much. Like I really don't want to get any of it wrong, but because there's just so much, and it's so good. 10 out of 10 thumbnail. You like that? It took me a whole 2 minutes to put together. Hey Jay-Z, check out my thumbnail if you can.
I'm looking.
See if you like it. Yeah, chat's liking it. While he's doing that, welcome to The Last Word, everyone. It's a weekly talk show, news show, podcast, live stream thing. It has many forms, many titles. Why classify it as one where you could classify it as it all? The thumbnail?
Yeah.
Pretty. Yeah. I want to. Oh wait. I could. Oh no. Yeah, freaking. I was pretty happy about that. It took me a couple of minutes, but yeah. Okay.
At least you're not patting yourself on the back about it. It's all good.
Let's go. I was worried it was gonna be too small. Like I literally I just did that. So
there's a "that's what she said" joke in there. So.
Yep. There you go. Yeah. I like it. Anyways, I do this with my co-host Jay-Z.
What's up?
Woot. Who happens to be the greatest at prioritizing playing new updates, let me tell you. So we're gonna talk about some stuff. Let's see what people are saying. Loving my control freaks. Thanks again for the recommendation. Awesome. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for using them. Thanks for using my code, all that kind of stuff. This is something I don't really consider a spoiler, even though it might be. But some of the Prison of Elder exotics are coming back. But it's really weird because Queenbreaker's coming back, and that makes sense. The original linear fusion rifle, why not have it? But Dreg's Promise is not coming back, and instead they're bringing back the Lord of Wolves. I don't understand. And then the only other exotic coming back that we know of is the Chaperone. A, why? And then B, why are people excited for that? Like Nick was freaking out about it.
He was having a mini orgasm.
Hello? Did you ever play Destiny 1? All shotguns were sniper rifles. Like, why do you? I don't know about that. It's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, they have single shot slug shotguns now. I guess it'll be a. I don't know. Like they're gonna have to change some kind of perks. I'm guessing to make it worth using. It's just, I don't understand why people care. I was asking on stream last night, no one could tell me, but people were excited, but they were like, I don't know why I'm excited. Okay, I mean, it looks cool. It looks like a shotgun version of The Last Word. Shout out to the podcast. But
yeah, yes. Speaking of Bungie, bring it back. Come on. I guarantee it's in this expansion or in the Drifter expansion in 2 weeks, because we now know, without going too far into it, that the Drifter has very strong ties to Shin Malphur and Dredgen Yor and the Shadows of Yor and that entire the Thorn Last Word storyline. So a DS, if it's not coming back in this expansion, There's no way they're not bringing back both the Last Ward and the Thorn now that he's part of the game. If they don't bring back the Thorn, the Malfeasance has taken that spot. That makes sense. The whole point of the Malfeasance is to kind of replicate the Thorn. That was his goal. So we'll either get a knockoff of the Last Word or the Last Word's coming back. But I did want to just take a second. Let me see if I can find this. I was reminded about this just now. I want to read the greatest piece of lore in the game. It's the new Ace of Spades lore. It's on Reddit. Credit to Winking Owl for finding this. So it says, the last will and testament of Cade 6. To whomst it may concern, I, Cade 6, being of soundish mind and body, do hereby and henceforth and heretofore leave all my possessions to the person, alien, animal, or natural phenomenon that kills me. Aforesaid possessions include, but are not limited to, the Ace of Spades, any and all stashes I've hidden throughout the system, the Colonel, which is his chicken, my faithful friend, my debts which follow, and then the attached file is too big to download. So the greatest lore tab on any weapon. Aldrin now owns Colonel, turns out, so I'm gonna kill him and get Colonel for myself because mother chicken. Freaking Sai just scared the shit out of me. He just said, was my mic off the whole time? And I thought they meant I couldn't hear you again.
I almost said that right when I came in. I'm like, no, he's smarter than that.
Yeah, but, okay, no, we can definitely hear you, man.
Yeah.
Whoo! Anyways, good work on getting Jay-Z's audio this time. Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Give yourself another pat on the back there.
Yeah. And then we learned about the PS exclusive. We'll go through the actual Bungie blog in a second because we learned a ton about the new expansions coming. But the PS exclusive exotic, once again, is lackluster. It's a Void Trace Rifle, and it's got 3 firing modes that it seems to randomly switch between that all do different amounts of damage. And then you can, it seems like you can only activate the strongest firing mode when you pick up a mode of light, and it's only active for a short time. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what kind of design that is. It doesn't sound good. It sounds like a worse Prometheus lens that only works if it's masterworked. I don't... I don't know.
Speaking of, are we getting the Borealis and that in this update?
Yes, we get Borealis on Tuesday.
Perfect.
Yep. We get all that stuff. Pretty excited for that because then I can finally finish my Catalyst. I posted my picture. I was all proud. I have every Catalyst in Destiny 2. I was showing it off, and half my subs were like, you don't have Borealis. Well, you sons of bitches, I can't get it. I grinded for the Mida. Give me a pass on an open world one. Whatever. Anyways, that's my rant. So, Forsaken launch trailer, we saw that. Jay-Z, did you watch the...
Yes. Yes, I did.
The Vidoc about the 3 new expansions?
No, I didn't, actually.
Fuck. Did you watch my video?
I thought you were going to ask about the... No, I haven't.
God damn it, Jay-Z.
I know, I've been busy.
God, son of a bitch. Welcome, people. All right, here we go. So, this is really cool. Essentially, the focus is on 3-month seasons. The content expansion things that we will be getting will be dropping at the beginning of every season, every 3 months, and every season will include weekly things to chase. They said they want something like the Whisper pretty much every week. It will also feature 1 event per season, which is pretty good, and we got a lot more information. So just to kind of reiterate, I already did a video on this, but we're going to talk about it in chat. Let me know what you're thinking about this in chat. Let me know. So this season is not called Season 4. It is called Season of the Outlaw, which I think it's much cooler naming them like that. Each one has a specific name to tie the identity to it. I think that's a lot cooler. So we know all this stuff. September 14th, the last raid, or the last Wish raid launches. One thing that's really cool, in October, we have the confirmed return of Festival of the Lost, but it says with a twist, which is really interesting. So, I mean, it has to have a huge emphasis on Cade 6, right, Jay-Z? That's the entire point.
You would think so, yeah.
Yeah. And then And more, including in the Season of the Outlaw, weekly playlist updates, the evolution of the Dreaming City, and additional surprises. In the Vidoc, they talked about the Whisper of the Worm specifically, and they said there's going to be a ton of stuff like that.
Awesome.
I'm pretty excited.
Yes.
So in December, we get Season of the Forge. And if you are just a free member of the Destiny community, you don't buy any of the DLCs, you don't get the annual pass, you get a ton of stuff. You get heavy machine guns are returning. So in December, we get heavy machine guns back. New weapons, new Crucible content, Iron Banner, gameplay updates, seasonal ranks, and the Dawning is, in fact, returning. That's pretty cool. Good stuff there. The annual pass is where it gets really cool. This one's called the Black Armory. Discover weapons of light and fury. Add the Black Armory's treasure to your legend. They said, Jay-Z, that the entire lore behind the Black Armory is essentially this Exo has made the greatest weapons in the Destiny universe. Some of the most iconic, some of the most damage dealing, and we are going to where they keep all the weapons, which is called the Black Armory, and we get to loot it for ourselves. It sounds very much like a Captain Scarlet's DLC to me.
Yes, where you were in that treasure room at the very end.
Exactly, or even hell, even a Fort Knox.
General Knox.
Yeah, General Knox. That's exactly what that is.
That'd be because I love those two DLCs. So
yeah.
If
we get a farmable room like that, I'll lose my shit. I will lose my shit. Like
I know, right? That'll be awesome.
That would be really cool. So we get access to the Black Armory, new Forges of the Chain activity. I don't know what that is, but it sounds awesome. New Raid Layer in December, new exotics, new legendaries, new triumphs and collections, and bonus rewards. This one sounds awesome. You can't advertise a DLC on being the best weapons in Destiny without delivering on that. Yeah. So I am super excited to see what this is.
Well, like I've said, we've both agreed on, they've done a good progression system of making the weapons progressively more powerful as games went along. So I don't see them doing anything but that going forward.
Yeah. All right, chat. So as we go through each of the seasons, I want to know your predictions, 0 through 10, how good it's going to be, or how hyped you are for each one. So go ahead in chat. I'm going to say Black Armory. That's probably about an 8 for me. Like I would
say, 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Like it's not gonna have a campaign or anything like that, but we are gonna get access to new areas.
A raid layer.
A new raid layer, which is always exciting.
Yes.
Forges of the Chain, that sounds cool. But I mean, just the prospect of maybe having a farmable area, area like that gets me really excited. I think that would be awesome. Yeah. Boom. We got a 10. We got a 10. More coming in, maybe? A 0. Oh, get out of here with your zeros. All right, so a lot of those are coming in. 7. We have a 9. Okay, 9. See, so it seems like everyone's like up in the higher 7s, 8s, 8s. Hell yeah. All right, so the next season starts in May. It is it's focused around Crucible. That is this is going to be kind of the Crucible update. You get new weapons, Crucible content, Iron Banner, gameplay updates, seasonal ranks, and the event is to be announced. But the annual pass is called Joker's Wild, and this is what has me really excited. If you read the lore about the Drifter, he is not a good person. he is not doing great things, and he has everyone tricked. So it'll be really interesting to see how easy it is to manipulate our Guardians, and that's going to be a huge focus of this DLC. So it's called Joker's Wild. Gambit was only the beginning, and the Drifter is ready to deal you another deadly hand. You get a new activity experience. That is the vaguest description I have ever heard in my life. New activity experience.
We've got a new weapon experience in this DLC as well.
So
that's basically what that's saying. Only, what do you think it is? A new Crucible mode?
I don't know. I would imagine so. They said this one was very focused on Crucible, but I also can't imagine them going a whole 3 months only with Crucible content. So I have no idea. We'll see. Then Gambit is going to evolve. It changes, which is interesting. New exotics, new legendaries, new triumphs and collections, bonus rewards. This is my least hyped. I'd probably call this one like a 6. I'm excited, but notice we don't get a raid layer with this one. We don't we don't get much information. Well, out of all of them, the story implications excite me a lot about this one, but the fact that it's a Crucible-based DLC or expansion is really weird for me. Because how much can you truly expand on that story if it's isolated to Crucible, right? Or, well, it's not Crucible. Gambit's kind of like in between, but that's my kind of thing.
That really bothers me. No raid layer, and it's, yeah, like...
Yeah.
I mean, where's the content going to be in? Because you can't have a content drought, especially around that time of year. Mm-hmm. You don't want to have one. You can.
Well,
I mean,
we still do get the events. We still get, faction rallies will probably be back by this time and that sort of stuff. We don't know what the new activity experience is. And, I mean, there'll still be stuff for us to do. I can't imagine anyone in my group would not, or in our group, would not like Gambit. I think that's going to be a hit between all of us because it's essentially combining, like, Crucible and raids, right? That's what it's doing. So I think we'll like it. This one's actually getting higher scores. 9, 8, 10, 9, 9.
Really?
5, 8. Lore through collectible gear. That's very true. But there comes a point in time, especially with super interesting stories like this, like, we're going to have to see some implications of it in the world. Like, I really enjoy lore on gear, don't get me wrong, but there comes a time where a book's not enough. I need to play it. And it'll be interesting to see what they do. I think it'll turn out better than I'm expecting, but just in case, you know, I'm gonna keep my expectations kind of low.
I would say that's a 5 or a 6 for me, as far as, like, because obviously Crucible's not my thing. Mm-hmm. But like, if they can deliver on the new game mode, which of course we don't know what it is.
Yeah,
so you can't...
dude, and we don't know how Gambit's gonna change. We don't even know how we are going to like Gambit. We'll let you know this weekend when we stream a hell ton of it. I'm so excited, man. And it could not come on a better day. Because normally, now that I'm working so much, I'd be like, oh, that's like a freaking half my weekend gone. But it's on Labor Day weekend, so it's like a free day. It's just like, oh, it's awesome. I'm so excited. I cannot freaking wait. But this last one has me the most excited out of any of them. They're being very secretive about this, and Jay-Z, you're gonna love this. So it's called Season of the Blank. They won't name it yet. You get all the regular stuff, the events to be announced. It's Penumbra is the annual pass content. They said that this entire expansion is built around Whisper of the Worm-like secrets. They said they're not going to tell us anything about the DLC. The entire expansion relies on the community coming together to solve secret and hidden puzzles. And that is the entire thing.
That's insane. No,
yeah.
It's great.
And the Leviathan is returning. It looks like it's a darker Leviathan. It looks like a real one. Like a real scary, dark area. We do get a new raid layer. We also get another new activity experience. We get new exotics, new legendaries, all the stuff. But it is focused on the Leviathan. I fully expect to meet Callus here. 100%. Like,
yeah, they never wrapped up that storyline at all.
Pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Especially because it's so secretive. It's going to be so strong. I'm thinking this is where we meet Callus and potentially kill him. Probably, maybe not, though. One thing I noticed about Destiny, they're doing this really weird thing. With every expansion, we kind of gain a new ally out of a former foe, right? To some extent. But after Forsaken, we will now be allied with the rest of the Cabal through Callus and the rest of the Fallen through Spider. And so that means 2 of our 4 enemy factions are now our friends or acquaintances or allies to some extent, right? So they're either going to have to switch that up a little bit or start introducing new things. So if Callus actually becomes our enemy here, that would be really interesting.
Well, I mean, if you think as like movies go along and sequels and stuff, like what was your enemy in some of the movies becomes your ally against an even tougher foe. So
right, exactly.
That makes me think they're going to add new enemy types every time. Hopefully.
Maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
Forcer asks Leviathan patrol destination. That would be really cool. I'd be down for that. But we'll see. This is a straight 10 for me. 100%, not a question in my mind. You give me the prospect of one Whisper of the Worm, you got a straight 10. An expansion built around that, like, not, and it's in the summer. Oh, buddy, like, Yeah, that's straight 10. And that's right before, I mean, whether we get another Destiny 2 cinematic DLC, which I don't think is the case, or we get Destiny 3 or whatever we get, that's right before that. So, I mean, we're going to have all the hype and all that sort of stuff. Spider is not House of Dusk. All the rest of the Fallen have come together, and they are now living. The House of Dusk are technically no longer on Earth. They all abandoned. They're there for, like, when we play, but in the lore, they're not there. But, yeah, there you... I'm excited. What do you think, Jay-Z? 0 to 10?
I would say about a 9. 10.
9? Yeah.
I mean, I love secrets. Like, it matters how much content is in there, but if you're doing a weekly secret like that, then it's going to keep me, you know, coming back to the game throughout the entire length of that DLC. So,
I'm so excited, man. I just so definitely ranking these for me: Penumbra, Black Armory, Joker's Wild. I'm ecstatic for all of them. Don't get me wrong. But it'll be very interesting to see what happens. I'm excited, man. I'm so excited. The next thing, they're doing a Gambit showdown tomorrow. I don't really care about that, but I think it's really cool that MTash and Dr. Lupo get to cast it, which is really cool. I think that'll be... I know that's like MTash's... Like, that he loves doing that. I think that's really cool. Anytime anyone in the community gets a big opportunity like that, that's awesome. But don't forget, we get the Gambit trial on Saturday, 1 o'clock Eastern, 24 hours, all the way to Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Whew. We are starting with a team that we already have set up as soon as it launches. And then we're going to go forever. We're going to be cycling teams once Josh and Jay-Z get off, or get home, which will be very similar times. We'll be switching up teams. I'm so excited. I honestly cannot wait. Lonely Views, thank you, man. Kind of bored of Cabal, though. You? Not really. Especially, I mean, you got to imagine that's like a year from now, right? Or not a year. But,
well, I mean, they overlooked them pretty hardcore in Destiny 1 as far as end-game content, so...
That's fair. But, I mean, the Cabal, you got to think, we're not getting more Cabal until Penumbra, and that's 10 months away? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 10, 9
months,
there you go. I never knew Dr. Lupo played Destiny. Dr. Lupo got a start on Destiny. That's where he started. But yeah, this oh wait, what? We are also planning to place a few bounties during the Gambit trial event. Oh, they're going to be doing Bungie bounties during them. So if we match up with one of the Bungie employees and we beat them, we get the emblem. That's really cool.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's really cool. 24-hour live stream? No way in hell. But I'm thinking like a good 7, maybe. We'll see. I'm saying that now, but sitting in the hot seat for that long, it really drains you. But we'll see. I am so utterly excited for this. I'm so very excited. They are doing... So, Penny Arcade, who makes some of the pins for Bungie, they're going to be at PAX West. Looks like we get some new shirts, whether we wanted it or not. Oh, they have a freaking Vanguard shirt. That's awesome. For Cade, get Aldrin. Oh, looks like we get new pins. Guess who's buying those? We get a Prince Aldrin one and maybe a Forsaken one. I think that's 2. Looks like I'll be adding more pins to my collection, boys and girls. Pretty excited about that. So, if you're going to be at PAX, there's that stuff. Banhammers. If you're caught... Oh, what does that say? We've been working on improvements to our systems to identify players who may be tampering with their connection in Crucible. Here are some news. We have received reports who have been using them to attempt to identify wrongdoers. We want to clarify that our internal tools have much more detail which players do not have access to. For example, a player who returns to orbit and switches their characters will show us as not finished, while our internal tools will have much more detail on the reason they left the match. Effective September 4th, we will apply more restrictions and bans to players' accounts that benefited from opponent disconnects at a highly abnormal frequency throughout Season 3 with our improved detection methods. This will include voluntarily disconnects when a player are repeatedly matching against the same opponents. Depending on the severity of the infractions, players may receive Crucible restrictions and bans. This will remove access to Pinnacle Crucible rewards. If you're caught DDoS and you can't get the Claymore. Oh, that's awesome. Get them. For the most severe infractions, players may permanently lose all access to Destiny 2 activities, including PvE. Good. Screw DDoSers. Get him out of here. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. Hell yeah. I want a Skarrow chicken pin. So, I was actually... Some people were bringing up that I should do pins for my 25,000 thing. It is actually extremely hard to get pin merch. They're freaking expensive. If I can make it work, I'll do it. I'm working on it. But, yeah, we'll see. But this thing, the people getting banned, finally. That's awesome. And then stuff is going on here. Known issues. We all know. Nothing crazy. And then the final wrap up. Next week, we will deliver the start of a new year in Destiny 2. This week has been refreshing. We've deployed major system updates for Forsaken and a new season of content. Next week finishes off the implementation of the changes, not only to address feedback, but also to continue the growth and evolution of Destiny 2 and its universe. We're excited to see you continue in your journey, uncover new secrets, and take some of the new weapons in the arsenal for a spin. Oh. Who among you... Okay. Who will earn the Chronicler seal for completing all war triumphs? Oh, this is one thing we didn't talk about. So you get titles now for completing like all of things in a certain area. I'm so excited for that. I think our fire team's all gonna have like different ones because we all specialize in different things. I can't wait. I will rock a title for having all exotic catalysts. No problem. I think that'd be awesome. But hell yeah, so Jay-Z, you haven't tried the new weapon system. It's no point. It's alright.
No, I looked through it and I saw what was added to the special, and then like the snipers in the primary slot.
So it feels very nice. After I go eat something after this, we're probably gonna play something and you're gonna like it. But it's awesome. It's really. It's weird. I don't like the new Crucible. It's very much like a Destiny 1 Crucible system, as in everyone is shoulder charging and shotgunning, and I was happy to move away from those things.
Yes.
My skill, I feel like, increased significantly not having to deal with those things. So that's unfortunate. That being said, the PvE updates are the most fun I think I've ever had in Destiny, including Destiny 1. We did raids the other day, went extremely well. The Sleeper is now buffed, so it's even more powerful than it was. The Whisper went from getting a 33% increase to damage with box breathing. Its box breathing actually didn't get nerfed so they nerfed the perk in general, but it actually got buffed on the Whisper, so now it does about 44% more damage instead of 33. So the Whisper got buffed. The Ikelos SMG, or the Ikelos shotgun, being able to rock that at the same time as the Whisper or the Sleeper is literally insane. It's a lot of fun. I am enjoying the hell out of PvE, and being able, I know they never mean to do this stuff, but how they accidentally introduce new expansion content a week early. So like if you do the Flashpoint this week, you can get some Forsaken stuff. That's really cool. It's a great way to get hyped for the DLC. Some people get weapons. I got all 3 armor pieces. It's pretty awesome, that sort of stuff. So I'm really liking PvE. I don't like the weapon system in Crucible. The time to kill is all right. The time to kill is fine. The fact that, I don't know. I feel like anytime you decrease the skill gap, I'm definitely not a fan. And I that's like an elitist prick thing to say. I get it. I do. I know a lot of people aren't going to like that. But when I'm going on streaks, say like I was on like a 14 streak on stream the other day, bam, shot done instantly. If someone comes around the corner with a shotgun, I don't care how skilled of a player you are. There's no countering that, right? That's a lower skill gap. Anytime you add more one-hit kill weapons, it lowers the skill gap, and I don't like that. I like high time to kill, or slow, or low time to kills, fast time to kills. I don't like one-shot kills. I
agree. Gun skill is, I think, essential in shooters, and you're taking some of that away, I think.
Yeah, like Sai says, I miss actual gun battles. Exactly. Right now, I feel like it feels more like a Call of Duty than a Destiny, and I don't like that. I hope they take that feedback into I can talk. I promise I know English. Skarrow, the skill gap is increased if you can snipe well. That literally makes 0 sense. So fine. Snipers. Wow, great. Being able to master one aspect of the game does not increase the skill gap on average, right? So if you can snipe well, great. Are you going to sit back in your spawn the entire time? That's not skill. That's sitting in the back of your spawn the entire time. Whereas before, if you were a skilled sniper, say someone like True Vanguard or K. Jehovah or whatever, you could be a roaming sniper, and that is skillful, and that is increasing the skill gap. Being able to shotgun warrior everything is not. That is very much lowering the skill gap.
Yes. Fact.
Yeah, Skarrow needs to chill because the new weapon system and actually feeling powerful and spawning with the shotgun fusion rifle ammo is definitely poggers. Like I said, depends what scale you're on, what side you're on. It's just stop. Why?
Yeah.
Oh man, it just. Yeah. I don't know. No one. You literally. I would like to see anyone make an actual argument right now for having for this being higher skill, because I don't. It's just not. Anytime you add faster or more one-hit kills, it's definitely not better. I don't know. The skill gap is now more exponential, so it's either you're a god or you're not. No, definitely not. Absolutely not. 100% not. If I can take a shotgun and camp any random corner and spawn with that ammo and get multiple kills easily, one-shot kills, there's no exponential skill gap. Right now, it is not more exponential than it was. That's how it was before. If you were good, if you were like Ratul, I'll just use fucking Ratul.
Eris.
I was told, thank you again, Lonely Views. I was told getting Forsaken Gear is an accident. It is an accident. Bungie said it was an accident. Anyways, if you take Ratul, the greatest player I pretty much know. Guy rocks a consistent 3.4 KD, no problem. He's insane. He goes from getting a we ran out of medals every game to not getting a we ran out of medals every game. That's not because he just magically got worse overnight, right? That's because people can now do that. Skarrow, you can easily counter camping. No, this is not the point. I don't care if it's camping. I don't care if it's shotgun rushing. You can be as skilled player as you want. If people can instantly shut you down, like, you can be as great of a player as you want. You cannot just automatically be in the most open corner of the map for the entire game. That's just not how it works. You have to cross the map. You have to. At given points in time, whether it's on spawn, or whether you have to go pick up more special ammo, or whether you have to go get heavy or primary, which I've ran out of primary multiple times since the update launched, because I guess they nerfed that. Yo, Alex, thank you, man. It's one of those things. Yeah, I see it, Caleb. I read it.
No, before with shotguns, you had to hold an area and get that special ammo, or you had to go out of your way to go get special ammo and leave your team. Now you can spawn with it. It sucks.
Yeah, and so it hurts because you spawn with ammo. It hurts the people who stay alive longer. So say you're on a 12 kill streak, guess what? You're out of all ammo. All the 12 people that you just killed, they're coming at you with ammo, right? I don't care how good of a sniper you are. I don't care if you freaking 3P corners with your emotes. I don't care if you're standing in the middle of the biggest fucking open field in the world, sitting behind the only rock, and it's PUBG. If your enemies spawn with full ammo and you're on a 12 kill streak and you're running out of ammo, they will win. They will overpower you. Being able to spawn with 2 shots of one-hit kill shotgun, it's just not a thing. You can try to argue the skill gap thing all you want, but it's just not true. That's the great thing about statistics. If you're wrong, you're just wrong. You can make any argument you want.
I thought you liked Call of Destiny. I thought that was
Call of Destiny. No, I don't like Call of Destiny. Oh man, it's just power ammo's fine. The one thing that actually it actually almost annoys me, because power ammo is essentially useless now. Why would you use it? What, a drum loaded grenade launcher, a sword? I mean, the only power weapons worth using in my mind are Whisper of the Worm, Acreus. I'm trying to think if there's any more. I really don't think there's any more. Sure, you could spam Curtain Call and get like 1 kill. That's fine. Cool. Yeah. How would you feel if Shoddy's removed to heavy? Yeah, that would be fine. Keep fusions and snipes. I know. I don't like that either. Fusions are just as bad as heavy. Snipers are fine. I like how crispy snipers are. They feel really good. They don't feel overpowered. Shotguns and fusion rifles are essentially the same thing. Like, fusion rifles have a slightly higher skill curve, but I mean, they melt you from further ranges. So I mean, it kind of balances out. Can you read this and give your opinion? If they had a primary only, but this will solve the problems. No, because I personally like. I don't know about Jay-Z. I personally like the heavy system. You counter it, you get it.
Yes.
There's not permanent shotguns on the map. There's shotguns for a little bit of the map. I especially like the heavy system now that 1 heavy spawns in a central location and you have to fight over it. If they went back to the previous meta, 2 primaries and 1 heavy, that's perfect. A primary, I don't want primary only. I want a higher skill gap. That's what I want.
Yes. And while I'm not like the greatest at Crucible, I enjoyed the tactical gameplay of the original Destiny 2 Crucible more than...
I like my KD significantly higher than it was in Destiny 1. I have 35 we ran out of medals when I have 0 in Destiny 1. I got maximum competitive score. Like, it's... I don't know. I obviously I'm going to be hugely biased because I am so much better in the old meta, right? Like, that makes sense. I think self-inflection like that's very important. I recognize I'm going to be heavily biased because I do consider myself a better than average player when I'm not tired. It's crazy. My 100 to 0 scale is really bad. It's just like I don't know. What's your best advice for 300 light hunter? To get light, just do your milestones. That's super important. I'm against spawning with anything less than 1-shot kill. Exactly. 2 shots, 0 shots, 20 shots. Well, no, 0 shots is fine. 2 shots, 1 shot, 20 shot. I absolutely agree. You should not spawn with an insta-kill weapon. Definitely not.
Fact.
But Destiny isn't supposed to be a competitive game. It's for fun. But who says that? Like, why? Why is that the case? I don't know about you guys, but getting...
They made sorry.
No, go ahead.
They made a competitive gameplay mode that it's literally
called
competitive.
Yeah, it's literally called competitive. Yeah, thanks. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. But when people say that, people dictate these things. Why not? Who says? What about Destiny makes it not a competitive game? Halo's a competitive game. It's like the same fucking thing. Like, yeah. Why is Destiny? Why could Destiny not be a competitive game? You know why? Because everything 1-shot kills! Oh, man. Word Clip's fine. Yeah, I don't find constant worry about shotguns and fusions fun. Exactly, Sai. I'm hoping they're taking a lot of this feedback. I know that a lot of the larger Destiny competitive people have been very vocal about this. I know especially gigs and stuff. It also feels like they added skill-based matchmaking back in. I've noticed that too. Oh no.
Well, and plus that, and the maps are smaller than Destiny 1, so you're gonna have a lot more shotgun rushing and ability to just charge you with one than you did in the previous Destiny. So yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
If they make comp like old style Destiny 2, then we'll be happy. I'll be happy when Crucible goes back to how it was, or if they just take out shotguns. Like, just if they have snipers and special and left shotguns and heavy and then take Graviton hard nerf, it would have been perfect. I don't know about perfect. There's always things that you can't foresee, right? Shoulder charge absolutely needs a nerf. I don't know why that fucking changed.
Why?
I don't know what the thought was behind that. If my throwing knife's not a 1-hit kill, your shoulder charge isn't a 1-hit kill. It was a bad change, and isn't PvP like 5% of the game? No, it's 50% of the game. You have a PvP arena and you have a PvE arena. It's kind of how games like this work.
No, it's just becoming like Destiny 1 where Titans would just rush at you with shoulder charge, and if they miss, they turn around and shotgun you.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the shoulder charge. Definitely not. I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of... people are going to get offended about this, but people who are really going to love this update are lower skilled players because they will find themselves being able to fight back more, which is fine. In my eyes, everyone's been there. I've been there. You know, we all start from the bottom. It's being able to one-shot kill, in my eyes, in my mind, does not promote getting better at the game. What promotes getting better at the game improves your aim, improves your precision and your accuracy, everything. Your gun smarts isn't running around a corner and getting instantly shot. It is being able to learn what lanes to peek, how to win gun battles, being able to maybe pre-fire a little bit. All of these things that are not supported by shotguns. And I don't know. It's one of those things.
It was also such an advantage when you would have power ammo or hold it as a team, and somebody had a shotgun, so they could rush you, and that was the only person that had the shotgun, but they earned that ammo. It wasn't just like they spawn with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lower skilled my ass. The last meta was awful. It was all Graviton. Even Graviton took skill though. Like you had to aim it, you had to shoot it. It wasn't a from the hip aim in their general direction and kill them from 20 feet away, right? It is literally impossible. Man.
Plus, you had to play that first bullet recoil.
No, I did. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Don't insult people who just disagree with you. That was not my intention. I even led off that statement by saying that was not my intention, because it's not my intention. But it's just a thing. Anytime you lessen the skill gap, people who are on the bottom of that skill gap are going to like it. When they accidentally took skill-based matchmaking out of the game, it was very easy to see. People who dominated loved it. People who didn't dominate hated it. That's respectable. I understand that. The only way to get better is by playing against people better than you. You know? And like I said, we've all been there. That's the thing. And anytime you lessen that skill gap, anytime you put that skill-based matchmaking in there, the people who are enjoying it, the really awesome... awesome's maybe the bad word, but the really sweaty, skilled players, they're going to hate it. And all the people who are getting their asses kicked are going to like it because they're no longer getting their asses kicked. And I get that. And that's there. 99% of the community wanted this. Yeah, and there's obviously going to be more on the lesser scale. And that's fine. If more people enjoy it, that's fine. But just because more people wanted this doesn't make my opinion any less valid. Or vice versa. That's fine. This has always been an avenue to voice my and Jay-Z's opinions and start a discussion on it. That's kind of like the main basis of my channel. And the reason I'm speaking so much is because I know Jay-Z shares a lot of similar thoughts on me like that. The weapon slot changes in PvE are awesome. In PvP, I don't like them. One-shot kills it needs to stop. It doesn't make the game more fun, or at least for someone of me, of coming from where I am with my experiences and how well I was doing and whatever my skill level might be. I do not find getting insta-fucked by shotguns every 30 seconds fun, and there's nothing. And you can say take the wider angles, you can say peek the corners, but if I have to peek every corner and I'm running down a hallway and that's 50 corners, that's not fun anymore. That is just gross. Just to see someone camping in a corner. You can say play the outside of the maps. What about a map like let's go Endless Veil? There is no long corridor on that map. You can get shotgun fucked in 4 seconds anywhere on that map. Same thing with Javelin 4 or Burnout. I guess Burnout you can kind of play outside. That's a little bit different. But there are just maps and spawn locations on different maps that make it physically impossible for you to constantly play slow like that. I don't know. I don't know, man.
No, I completely agree. And again, I'm a average skilled PvP player in Destiny 2. And but I mean, I share a lot of these. I would rather learn by getting more skilled than learn by just, you know, having one-shot kill things, and you don't really get better at the game. But I mean, that's my personal opinion. And...
Right, yeah. Okay, Skarrow, if I'm a sniping god, and that is what I enjoy doing, I can use my super more, or sniper more, I'm a worse player for like this meta. No, that's not what I said at all. I said let people who are worse are going to enjoy this meta more. That's not a blanket statement. I'm not saying the only people who enjoy this meta are people who are worse. There are most certainly people who were as, I don't want to say as good as me because that sounds cocky as shit. And I'm really just not the best player in the world. But of my skill level or better, who are going to enjoy this meta more than I do. Just in general, people who were worse on the lower end of the getting their ass kicked spectrum are going to like this more. That's just, it's how it works with one-shot kills. They are not the only people going to enjoy this. I have never made a blanket statement regarding that. But I think argument comprehension is very important. I think that's a very straw man statement to say right there. And I think you need to reevaluate things before you say stuff like that. That's how people get in trouble, right? Because that right there, this very thing makes me sound super elitist when that is in fact not what I said to any extent. I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty important. You hear about the 15,000 kill or 1,500 kill? Jesus Christ, I know numbers for the chaperone. No, I didn't. I'm trying not to read too much into it. Yeah, and this is another thing I don't like. If you like hardcore competitive stuff, go play CS:GO and Overwatch. It seems like Destiny PvP isn't your jam, but it was for an entire year. Who are you to define what PvP should be in Destiny? I'm saying what I would enjoy for it to be. I'm not saying what it needs to be. But putting things in boxes inherently hurts that thing. Saying it's not competitive, saying it is exclusively competitive, this, at the end of the day, will hurt games. It's what's hurt games like Fortnite. It is exactly what has hurt Fortnite. These sorts of things. And it's not... That's the wrong way about thinking about things. There needs to be a balance. Things can be fun and competitive. They can have fun aspects and they can have competitive aspects. You shouldn't, like, I think anyone that says Bungie or Destiny just isn't competitive has clearly not played Destiny for very long. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Jay-Z, if I cross the line, slap me down here. I think you're the king of crossing lines, so it's... I'm just so used to it now, I don't even pay attention. Do you think the exotics in the database are all we'll get, or do you think there'll be more? Oh, there will 100% be more. Whisper wasn't in the database, these types of things. There will definitely be more. Do you still play Fortnite now?
As big as this update is, yeah.
Yeah. What if they had the new meta for quick play with the weapon slot changes, then old weapon slots were competitive? I think that would work very well. I think the new weapon slot changes work extremely well for 6v6, and I haven't tried competitive with the new weapon changes. That could very much change something. I might like it better in 4v4 because there will be less people shotgun fucking. That's my new favorite term on this earth, by the way. I think that would be worth a shot, Kwaski. I think or Quasi K. That's probably the best solution I've heard. I don't want to regress. I don't want to go back to where it was, even though I'd probably enjoy that a lot. It's just not. You should never regress. That should never be your goal. It should be to get better. For instance, when people didn't like the Destiny 2 weapon system, they didn't just regress to the Destiny 1 system. They made it better. They made a best of both worlds thing. And I feel like that's what needs to happen. I think your solution is a very, very good way to do that. Yeah, I wonder if they'll bring back the Dreg's Promise. I hope not. I hate that gun. I hate that gun. So the Dreg's Promise was always like Telesto for me. Any weapons that delay your kill time really irk me, right? Bullet travel, I guess, is something I've never been a fan of. And I feel like Telesto, you got me killed like that. And the same thing with the Telesto. I was always a Trespasser fan because I would always trade with the Dreg's Promise. That's kind of annoying. Titans have shields and Warlocks have 2 rifts, and your Hunters have throwable melee that takes 8 years to recharge. What are your thoughts on that? I guess on that subclass, but the smoke bomb's pretty powerful in quick play because it makes people think there's people there. And then the disorienting melee for Arc Strider is just annoying as hell. I think one thing that's very, very, very annoying to me personally is we learned about the staff uppercut on the Arc Strider a while ago. It's going to be a new ability. It's going to be like a Hunter shoulder charge. It's not a one-shot kill in Crucible. Why would you make shoulder charges one-shot kills, but the Hunter variant not a one-shot kill? Does that, like, that doesn't make sense to me. Does that make sense to you, JZ?
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because, like, if you're going to try to balance out all the classes, you've got to... Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, it should be a one-shot kill. Be consistent. At least be consistent.
Also, I just Urban Dictionary your new phrase, and it's not in there, so we can actually add it if you'd like.
Yes. The only things that can one-hit kill, to be skillful, shotguns have a fast rate of fire, but can two-hit kill. If you have less than 7 resilience, a shotgun can and will one-shot you. If you have a Legend of Acreus with any resilience, it can and will one-shot hit you. Fusion rifles, I wouldn't say require a drastic amount of skill. I said they have a higher skill curve. Yeah, I don't know about that. 7DS Scar, what are you more hyped for from the annual pass? We talked about this earlier, so if you want a more in-depth answer, rewind about 20 or 30 minutes. But Penumbra is what I'm most excited for, and then Black Armory, and then Joker's Wild, and Jay-Z's was in that order as well. So, yeah, shotgun fucking. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. I like it.
Yeah, wear that in public. There you go.
I'll do it. So, my favorite band, Avenged Sevenfold, has a song that says "It's Your Fucking Nightmare," and the shirt it says it's your, and then in the middle of fucking they have their logo, and it like cuts off the U and the C and the K, so it like censors it. So I could do something like that. So I could do shotgun fucking, and then put a shotgun over the middle of it. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be really good, man. Scarrow, do you like the Lord of Wolves? No, God no. Does anyone like it? I don't know, man. How should I go about mask working the sweeper now that heavy doesn't always drop from washers? Oh, I didn't know that. Castle them. Put on the raid gauntlets that give you heavy when you melee, and castle them. That sucks, man. I didn't think about that. That really sucks. It makes perfect sense if you keep getting killed by shoulder charge, you deserve it. Hunters have range. Tell me how Arc Striders have range. I've yet to... Hello? They do? I missed that update. They can throw their bodies now? Just because one subclass has range does not mean that all three. And arguably the worst subclass. Well, no, Tether. Arguably the second worst subclass. It's not even the best PvP class. I don't know. Oh, man. You like to Lord of Wolves? Why, Spicy Noodle? Let me know, man. It is basing balance off of 1 out of 3 subclasses is a very bad practice, and trying to defend that is a very bad practice. I don't know. That's really weird. What about Warlocks? They don't get one-shot kills. Warlocks got kind of boned. I don't know.
I would agree. That's my main. Yeah.
I agree. They should have debuffed the gun switch primary to secondary. At least one-shot kills or even PvP. It would be a good trade. I only comprehended about half of that, but I think one-shot kills should be lessened, if that's what you're saying. What's your favorite class? I think it depends for what activity. Right now, in quick play, Dawnblade. Easy. Not even a competition. In general, Hunter. Why don't you send to Bungie and tell them what to change? I don't know about you, but I don't personally know many people over at Bungie.
They tune into this podcast every week.
Every week, it turns out. I'm convinced they've listened to a couple. Yeah, my channel is too big for them not to know about it at this point. I got invited to Destiny 2 reveal event, and that was 20,000 subscribers ago. Yeah, they know we exist.
Yeah, you were at 4,000 at that point in time.
Yeah, so okay. I don't know, man. Do you think Hunter throwing knife should be a one-shot headshot kill? If shoulder charge is going to remain a one-shot kill, yeah. But they have more range, Skarrow. But they take more skill, Skarrow. All I'm saying is I'm not a fan of one-hit kills in general. At all. None. I don't like them. Unless power was fine. That was fine. And supers, of course. But if you are going to have them, be consistent. If Titans get one-shot kills, Hunters get one-shot kills, Warlocks get one-shot kills. There's zero trade-off there. I don't know what that is. Yo, what's up, Mondo? Welcome to the channel. Warlocks have the best neutral game. I don't give a fuck about neutral game. Every class should be good at everything. They should have one tree that's good at playing defensive and one tree that's good at playing offensive. I don't know. I don't really like that argument. I think Warlocks are the best class. I mean, yeah, that's obviously a thing. Then Stickers should one shot. No, 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 no. The day fusion grenades become a one-shot kill is the day I stop playing Destiny forever. Fact. We have done this before. I said no regressing. I just don't even want to. I don't even want to log on just because someone suggested that fusion grenades, one shot kill. No, man, I don't even want to do it anymore. I don't even know. What do you think, Jay-Z? What do you think? Should grenades be one shot kills, Jay-Z?
Sorry, I got disconnected there. Can you repeat that question? I'm guessing it was like 5 minutes worth of questions.
It was pretty good. No, it's pretty good. Do you think grenades should one-shot kill?
No.
Thank you.
No,
Good
absolutely not.
Good man.
Sticky grenades in Destiny 1 were toxic. Double sticky grenades were even more toxic. Spawning with grenades in certain game modes was even more toxic. So, like, yeah. No, there should be not. Like, grenades should be a, like, finish off if like you go hide in a corner or knock you out of a corner so you could finish a gun battle. They should never be one-hit kills or something that are insta kills. I'm guessing you had a similar opinion on that.
I had a very similar opinion.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear any of it.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's my 2 cents. That's Jay-Z's 3 cents. That's your guys' opinions. I don't know. At the end of the day, one-shot kills, specifically shotguns, I'm just worried. I'm worried that it's going to take forever to... Like, I can deal with it, but it's just not fun, you know? Like, I can play Crucible, but there's a reason I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel great about this. I don't feel great. Well, I'll have some fun. It's a good thing I've always enjoyed the PvE side of Destiny more anyways. So
Fact.
Fact. So we'll see how that looks. I don't know. I'll still play Crucible. KD will suffer. It won't look as impressive. Less Crucible streams. I'm glad I got the Mida when it was fun to get. The Mida Catalyst, I mean. Huh.
What, you don't want to shotgun your way to the Mida if you had to get it now? Shotgunning for Mida. That's what you should make a shirt there. Shotgunning for Mida.
Shotgunning for Mida. Oh,
yeah.
How's your brain on Forsaken? Still want that pre-order? I pre-ordered months ago and I don't regret it.
Nope.
Damn. All right. Well, I think that's it, man. I think that's a stream. My head hurts from someone suggesting one-shot fusion grenades.
Oh, why don't you just have cross-map melees while we're at it, too?
Oh, wait, man. Those in Destiny 1, too. Yeah, bring those back.
Yeah,
Lord,
let's go.
Stormcaller melee. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, that's the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in, as always. I don't think there will be a video tomorrow. There might be. I might do one on the PlayStation stuff, but most of tomorrow is going to be getting footage to rank all the catalysts while I still have Will to Live. And Saturday is going to be all Gambit. I can't wait to... Oh, God, I just realized that everything we're talking about affects Gambit. Why? Okay, well...
Well, I'm not going in the portal, so you have fun with that, buddy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, all right. At least Radrix is good.
Yeah, right?
All right, well, that's it. I'll probably rock a shotgun and shotgun fuck some people. It'll be great. I'll have to make an emote for that before Friday. We need a couple more sponsors for another custom emote, guys, so get on that. Yeah. All right, well, that's where we're going to end the stream. Everyone that came out today, thank you. All the new subs, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this format. Yeah, make sure you follow me at Skarrow9 on Twitter. Keep up to date, with all the new streams and videos and newses and that sort of stuff. Jay-Z, do your thing.
Jay-Z Basketball 25 on the Twitters.
Boom, boom. There we go. So, another week, another aneurysm.
Maybe if they would only stick for one time with you. I mean,
yeah, for real. I just, who knows, man. Eventually. Alrighty, well, that's the end of the stream. You guys have a fantastic night. We'll see you next time. Bam.
Peace.